Namaste. The important facts you should know before you sign up for this Satopanth Trek. This trek should be done only by avid trekkers. This is not a regular sightseeing tour. Satopanth Trek starts at an altitude of 10,830 feet and reach an altitude of 15,100 feet in 3 days. People with breathing problems should not attempt this. Not for people above 50 years of age. If they still wish to go, they must definitely take medical advice. Sunglasses, umbrellas, and dry fruits must be carried. Walking and trekking in tough terrain to be done for 10 to 12 hours for 5 days during this trek. Day 1. We were a team of 10 people. We all met in Delhi airport at 9:30 in the morning and started traveling towards Haridwar. The total distance to Haridwar is 213 kilometers, but the traveling by road takes around 7 hours. We reached Haridwar by 5 in the evening, checked into a hotel, relaxed for some time, and left for Ganga Aarthi. The Aarthi is done every day in the evenings to show our gratitude and respect to the river and to seek her blessings. It's a very powerful and an uplifting spiritual ritual. Our first day ended with this. Day 2. This morning we all started from Haridwar and traveled to Joshimath. Travel distance is 279 kilometers, but it takes around 8 to 9 hours because of heavy traffic jams and road works. We reached Joshimath by 5 in the evening, checked into a hotel, freshened up, hired a local jeep and went to Jyotishwar Mahadev Mandir. It's a very old Shiva temple and we can do Abhishekam for the Shiva idol here. There is a huge 1200 years old banyan tree at the back of this temple. They call this tree Kalpa Vriksham, which means our wishes fulfilling tree. Immediately I gave the list of all my wishes to the tree and then we all left for Shankara Mutt, which was established by Adi Shankaracharya. It's a very beautiful, quiet and a pleasant place to visit. The present seer of this mutt blessed all of us and gave us prasad. We also saw a huge Spatika Linga here. We came back to our hotel and stayed the night there. Day 3. We all got up early today and left for Narasingh Devata temple. The Narasimha idol in this temple was installed by Adi Shankaracharya. The right hand of this idol is getting thinner day by day, which is now as thin as a hair, and the day this hand breaks, it's believed that Jay and Vijay, the two mountains on the way to Badrinath temple, will join together and permanently close the path to Badrinath. The idol in Badrinath will change into Shaligramam and appear in Bhavishya Badri, a temple located 10 kilometers from Joshimath. When we heard this prediction, we decided to see the thinning hand of Narasimha. We all got up by 5 in the morning, had our bath, dressed up and rushed to this temple. But the Purohits in the temple got up by 4:30 itself, had their baths, finished off all the pujas and dressed up the idol too. So we couldn't see the thinning hand of Narasimha Swami. One more importance of this temple is when Badrinath freezes during winter, the idol of Lord Badri is shifted to this temple in Doli and installed next to this Narasimha idol and worshipped for 6 months. We all started from Joshimath and reached Hanuman Temple, which comes after 34 kilometers of traveling. The story of this temple is Draupadi asks Bhima for Saugandhika flower. Bhima immediately goes into the forest in search of this flower. He destroys many trees and animals on the way. Hanuman, who is the protector of this forest, gets very upset with this and decides to teach Bhima a lesson. Hanuman disguises himself as an old monkey and lies down in the way of Bhima. When Bhima asks him to give way, Hanuman says, "Move my tail and go." Bhima tries again and again to move the tail of Hanuman. He is not able to move it even an inch. Bhima immediately falls at the feet of Hanuman and requests him to expose his true self. Hanuman gives the complete darshan of his self here for Bhima. So it's a tradition here to take this Hanuman's permission and blessings before going into this forest. We went to Badrinath Temple from here, had a darshan of the Lord. There is a story for this temple too. Lord Vishnu decides to do tapas and selects this place. Goddess Lakshmi wanted to stay by his side and take care of his needs. But Narada Muni stops her and says that her presence would disturb the Lord. She accepts this thought and decides to become a Badri tree behind the Lord and protect him from cold, heat, rain and wind. All through his tapas, she stands behind him and covers him completely. When Vishnu comes out of his tapas, he is so pleased and moved by Lakshmi's dedication and love towards him. He says that her tapas is more powerful than his own. So from henceforth, he will be called by her name first, followed by his name. So we call him Badrinath or Badri Vishal. Badri here refers to Lakshmi. We all started from Badri temple and travelled to Mana village, which is the starting place of our trek. Our trekking guide Rana and his entire team of Sherpas, there were 20 of them waiting there for us. All the clothes and things we need for the next 5 days had to be packed in a bag and given to the Sherpas. They carry it to our tents. We were wearing 4 layers of clothing. First layer is a cotton pant and shirt, second layer is thermal, and the third layer is woolen, and the fourth layer is a minus 17-degree jacket. We were also wearing woolen socks, trekking shoes, gloves, sunglasses, and a woolen cap. Only the nose was exposed, and we were advised to cover it with a sunscreen. Each of us carried a small backpack in which we carried a small thermos flask, tissues, a towel, a small pouch of dry fruits and chocolates. The Satopanth Trek is the path the Pandavas took to reach the heaven. Mahabharata yudh happened for 18 days. The Pandavas won and got their kingdom too. But they were not happy. The guilt of having killed all their relatives and friends was haunting them. So they handed over the kingdom to Arjun's grandson Parikshit and went in this path to reach the heaven. A dog also joined them in this path. As we walk along this path, we first reach Mata Murti Mandir, which is Lord Badrinath's mother's temple. Draupadi dies in this place. Bhim asks Dharma the reason for her death. Dharma says Draupadi died because of her partiality towards Arjun and continues his walk. The dog and all his other brothers start following him. As we walk, we find the beautiful Alaknanda river flowing below us. The first waterfall we see is Vasudhara, which falls from the height of 150 meters, and there is a belief that the water of this fall does not fall on people who have done any sins in their life. As our trail is far away from this fall, we couldn't go near it. Here, I should definitely say a few things about the Sherpas. They carry all our bags, tents, cooking vessels, gas cylinders, beds on their backs and reach our staying places before us. They clean that place, fix our tents, dining rooms, toilets and cook such delicious fresh meals for us. When we enter the camp one after the other, they clap and welcome us with hot tea and pakoras. While trekking in steep paths and mountain slopes, they stand in dangerous spots and help us in crossing them. Our immense gratitude and love to them. We reach Lakshmiban by 5 in the evening. This is where Nakula dies. Bhima asks Dharma, why did Nakula die? Dharma answers that Nakula was so proud of his good looks and is dying because of his pride and vanity and continues his walking. Our night stay today is in Lakshmiban. This is our first night in tents. The tents have 2 zips. which we need to open and crawl into them. There will be two sleeping bags, and inside it there will be a fleece bag. We need to get into the fleece bag, zip it till our neck, and then zip up the sleeping bag. We can't move our hands or legs. We need to sleep like a mummy. This was extremely suffocating. If we try to come out of it, the chillness is so high that our hands and legs freeze within a few minutes. So we were not left with any other choice other than sleeping inside the bag. That night ended with us going inside and coming out of sleeping bags once in every 30 minutes. Day 4. This morning we started walking from Lakshmiban to Chakrat, which is 12 kilometers away. As we walked along this path, we reached Sahasradhara, where we saw thousands of tiny waterfalls. This is a breathtaking scenery. Sahadev dies here. Bhima asks Dharma about the reason for Sahadev's death. Dharma says Sahadev died because of his pride of knowledge and walks away. The entire path is full of rocks and boulders. We had to carefully jump from one boulder to another. Walking half kilometer in 1 hour itself was very challenging. We reached the meadows of Chakrat by 5 p.m. Lord Krishna had kept his Sudarshan Chakra here. Because of its weight and pressure, this place has become circular in shape. Arjun died in this place. When Bhima asks the reason for Arjuna's death, Dharma says Arjuna died because of his pride in archery and walks further. We stayed at Chakrat that night. The sky was full of stars. There were millions and millions of stars in the sky, which we could see only here. We were so delighted to watch the sky and the stars and went off to sleep that night. Day 5. Our dream is going to come alive. We will be reaching Satopanth Lake today and take a holy dip in it. All of us were highly excited about it and started our walk towards the Satopanth Lake by 7 in the morning. The entire path looked so colorful and beautiful. We had to cross a few mountains to reach the lake. After 4 kilometers of trekking, we reached the Satopanth Lake. It's a triangular lake with transparent emerald green water. It is believed that Shiva, Vishnu and Brahma take bath in this lake on every Ekadashi day. The water in this lake never freezes. Alaknanda river originates from this lake. Bhim dies here in Satopanth. Before dying, he asks his brother to tell the reason for his death. Dharma says that his gluttony, too much of desire for food and treating others without respect are the reasons for his death and walks towards Swargarohini with the dog. Swargarohini is at a distance of 5 kilometers from Satopanth Lake. It is believed that on the peak of Swargarohini, which is also called as Mount Meru, are the 7 steps to heaven. Dharma arrives here with the dog. Devas come there with the Pushpak Viman to take Dharma to heaven. They request him to climb the chariot without the dog. Dharma says that he will come only with the dog and will never leave the dog behind and refuses to accept the opportunity to go to heaven. The extremely pleased Devas shower the flowers on Dharma for his selfless, honest attitude. The dog transforms into Yamadharma Raja, the god of death. Dharma ascends to heaven with his physical body. There is a small Shiva temple near the Satopanth Lake. A sage called Mauni Baba lives here. Our government has given permission for his stay here. It is in this place, Alkapuri, the Yaksha's king Kuber's palace and his kingdom are there. As it is in 5th dimension, will not be visible for normal human beings. It is a mystical place. We all took our holy dip in the Satopanth Lake, though the water was extremely cold, spent some time there in silence and started trekking back to our camp in Chakrat, which is 4 kilometers away. We reached Chakrat by 4 in the evening and spent the night in the same camp. Day 6. Today we came back to Lakshmiban from Chakrat. by trekking 12 kilometers. On our way back, met a sage in just a towel walking up the path. He blessed all of us and walked away in great speed. Our night stay today is at Lakshmiban. Day 7. We started walking to Mana village, which is 7 kilometers away. There was a van waiting there for us. We got onto it and reached our hotel in Joshimath. We were so happy to have our bath after 5 days and stayed the night in Joshimath. Day 8. Today we started from Joshimath and reached Haridwar by evening and spent the night in a hotel in Haridwar. Day 9. Today is the last day of this trip. We all traveled to Delhi airport, conveyed our gratitude to every tour member and our tour organizers, and took our flight to travel back home. Hope this video is helpful to each one of you in some way. Thanks for watching.